I haven't drank just normal, regular water in over 40 years. You know, my water is living water from plants. It's structured water, H3O. So I see the big difference. So at 76, no aches, no pains. You know, I climb coconut trees still.
Can you believe someone could stay healthy for almost 50 years without getting sick? Meet Aris Latham, a pioneer of ethical raw food cuisine who has done just that. Aris Latham, a remarkable 77-year-old who people often think is in his 50s. He lives a life most of us only dream about, and get this, he hasn't had a single glass of water in over 40 years. So what's his secret to staying healthy and full of life? Join us as we uncover the amazing story of Aris Latham.
It is not the food in your life, but the life in your food that actually nourishes. Death cannot bring forth life. And that's why we call this living food. Living food for living people.
We will take a closer look at his special raw food lifestyle and find out how it has kept him full of energy and free from illness for more than half his life. So get ready to be inspired.
As we know it, the water that we're talking about, that everybody talks about, is empty, it's blank, and it hydrates. That's good. But my water needs to do a whole lot more than that. So I reach for higher heights. You know, I reach for higher heights. This is my water source right here. Coconut water, living water, straight from life, straight from nature. So this water has more electrolytes than anything else on the planet. It hydrates, it has potassium, it has loads of minerals. Of course, it has 10% sugar, all the sugar my body needs. So I use it in the morning. This is the first thing, my inner shower with coconut water. Take a little noni juice, or that is up in soursop, and that's it. But I do drink water, but it has to come from a plant source.
So for the past 47 years now, I've not eaten cooked food as you know it. All sun-fired foods, foods that are cooked by the sun. Because I know that the three essential foods in life are sunshine, oxygen, and living water. And I am to extract those from the plants. So don't tell me about plant-based either. Come on now, I am a linguist. When I hear plant-based food, what the heck is on the base? If plant is the base, what did you lace it with? Some frog doo-doo? Some nanoparticles? Some GMO? Some chemicals? Or whatever. And please, don't try to take me beyond meat either. We came before meat. We are before meat, and we never settled for meat as reserved that word meat for animal flesh. We're not into that. The original meaning of the word meat is food. Check your dictionary.
Aris Latham started his raw food journey in New York around 1965. Surrounded by unhealthy lifestyles and growing illness, he had a life-changing realization. Our daily habits were slowly harming our bodies. From that moment on, he knew he had to choose a different path.
We want to go back to the land. We want to go organic. We want natural foods. It's about love. And love begins at home. Love thyself. So with my posse, we're talking about, health revolution, food revolution, because I'm like lost in this concrete jungle, coming out of the bush. And I knew that was it. It was the food. There was no question. I ended up eating foods that were weaponized. This food is a weapon that I got introduced to. So I had to pull myself up out of it.
This led him to first adopt a vegetarian diet, then quickly transition to veganism, and eventually embrace a fully raw food lifestyle.
My library, I had a library of over 15,000 books. I bought every book I could find on vegetarianism, of course, everything on raw food that I could find. And, I'm talking 15,000 conscious books, no joke, no lie, no stories, no fiction, all self-help, yoga, tai chi, massage, meditation, astrology. I got way into it. because something resonated with me with this life, you know. So it came down to for me at that point being influenced by from all these different angles, all the old books, raw food books. We're talking Hilton Hotema, you know, Dr. Richter and his wife. They had a raw food restaurant in LA, in Hollywood in the 50s. This, what we're doing today, what's been going on in this raw food circus, it's a joke, you know, it's a joke. You know, I got the real foundation, you know.
What are raw foods? Raw foods are foods that haven't been heated above 40 to 48 degrees Celsius. They also aren't refined, pasteurized, sprayed with pesticides, or heavily processed in any way. Instead of cooking, raw food is prepared using methods like juicing, blending, dehydrating, soaking, and sprouting. This diet is usually plant-based and includes mostly fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Aris Latham, the founder of Sunfired Cuisine, believes in eating food that is naturally grown and warmed by the sun. He has followed this raw food lifestyle for more than 53 years, showing strong dedication to this unique way of eating. According to Aris, farm-fresh food doesn't need to be cooked with fire or heat. It's already sun-cooked. The idea behind sun-fired foods is that plants carry the sun's energy, and by eating them raw, we receive that energy directly. That's the heart of the sun-fired food philosophy.
Why should we use the negative to express such a positive creation? So I added an S to unfired. I put the S back on my chest. Sun-fired foods, cooked by the sun. The growing period is the cooking process. And it's very slow, very exact, very meticulous. You could tell when the pot is ready. The birds, the bees, the bats, and the butterflies, they come home to feast. So we need to line up, get in line behind them. They got it going on. So I cook food, cook to perfection. So sunshine, our number one nutrient. When we're eating apples and peaches and pears and nectarines and bananas and lettuce and cucumber and all of these things, we're looking to extract the sun from the food. So if you cook it, you're going to destroy the sun. So what we're looking to do is a scientific transfer of solar energy from these sun drops, from lemons, from cherries, into our body. We do not cook the sun out of the food.
What makes Aris Latham's approach to food so unique is his no stove, no microwave lifestyle. Aris believes that food is naturally cooked by the sun while it grows. During this time, it absorbs energy and nutrients, making it ready for us to eat in its purest form. He avoids burning, grilling, or roasting because he sees fire as something that destroys life. According to him, cooking at high heat removes important nutrients, damages proteins and fats, and destroys the enzymes that help with digestion. As people eat more raw food, Aris says they feel fuller with smaller portions and gain more energy. That's because raw food provides the perfect mix of water, nutrients, and fiber to nourish the body. His own diet includes smoothies, fresh juices, vegetables, seeds, nuts, and lots of fruits, and it's kept him free from illness for decades. Aris is also known as the man who doesn't drink water. He hasn't had a sip of tap or bottled water in over 40 years. Instead, he hydrates with coconut water and water-rich plants like watermelon, oranges, and watercress. Cooking without heat may sound hard to believe, but Aris has been doing it for years. For example, when making a pie, he dehydrates the crust to give it a crunchy texture and fills it with fresh fruits, creating a healthy, tasty dessert without ever turning on an oven. His mornings begin with what he calls an internal shower, a mix of coconut water, lemon juice, aloe vera juice, and mint. This refreshing drink helps wake up his body and energize his cells for the day ahead.
So what the lime is now is the soap for the internal cleanser.
Aris Latham believes that eating raw foods can help stop or even reverse many chronic diseases, including heart disease and cancer. He explains that cooking food creates free radicals, harmful molecules that are one of the main causes of cancer. By reducing the number of free radicals your body is exposed to, you also lower your risk of developing cancer. Aris also says that eating raw can protect you from everyday illnesses like colds and the flu, while helping your body stay strong and healthy. He shares some helpful tips for getting the most out of a raw food diet. Eat a variety of raw foods. This helps make sure you get all the nutrients your body needs. Include fermented foods like sauerkraut and kimchi. These are full of probiotics, good bacteria that support your gut and improve digestion. Don't skip healthy fats. Foods like avocados, nuts, and seeds keep you feeling full and give your body important fatty acids. Watch your energy levels. If you feel tired or low on energy, Aris suggests adding more healthy fats and plant-based proteins to your meals. Aris, who holds a PhD in food science, has taught thousands of chefs about how to prepare food in a healthy, ethical, and balanced way. He's deeply knowledgeable about plants, herbs, nutrition, and the connection between food and well-being. One of his most powerful messages is, it's not the food in your life, but the life in your food.
It is not the food in your life, but the life in your food that actually nourishes.
You can see the results of Aris Latham's lifestyle in his glowing energy and lean, fit body. He promotes a food revolution, encouraging people to rethink their eating habits and explore beyond the usual choices. At 77, Aris doesn't follow a strict workout routine, but he says he feels strong and active. His daily exercise begins right after he wakes up. For about an hour, he walks or runs around his massive 700-acre farm, gathering fruit from over 7,000 coconut trees and 100 kinds of fruit trees. One video of him climbing a tree to grab a coconut went viral online and made millions of views. Aris also emphasizes the importance of good rest. He shares advice for older adults who want to take charge of their health. His philosophy centers on the body's 24-hour cycle. He explains that getting 8 hours of sleep is a form of fasting. During this time, the body stops digesting food and focuses on healing, breaking down old cells and creating new ones. The first 8 hours after waking, according to Aris, should be focused on cleansing the body. This is the real meaning of breaking the fast. He says this is the time to help the body get rid of waste built up overnight. That's why he avoids heavy foods early in the day and instead eats electrical foods, moisture-rich fruits full of fiber and hydration. Then in the final 8 hours of the day, it's time to rebuild and refuel the body with foods that provide strength and nutrients.
From 12 noon to 8 p.m., the body goes into the building mode. So we're going to put in the building materials. That's when you want to put in your rich, heavy food, your protein and your starches. So when I say protein, we're talking things with fat, like ackee, coconut, pear, and these types of things. When we're talking plant protein particularly, and other nuts and seeds. And then the starches, the grains, the beans, and the roots. So we've gathered some roots here, and we have juiced the roots to show you if you must mess with roots, then you should juice it.
When he's not busy crafting delicious recipes, he pours his energy into sharing his knowledge and passion for healthy living. His website, sunfired.com, is a vibrant showcase of colorful dishes and flavor-packed recipes. Through his Sunfired Culinary Institute, he offers retreats, nature expeditions, and hands-on cooking courses. He's also deeply committed to his community, hosting workshops for local youth that highlight the importance of healthy eating and meaningful employment. His Sunfired Gourmet has been featured in numerous publications and magazines, and he's curated unforgettable Sunfired Gourmet experiences for a wide range of celebrity clients and international dignitaries. Aris Latham was recognized as one of the top vegetarian chefs in the U.S. by Vegetarian Times magazine. His signature Sunfired cuisine has been served to a host of celebrities and international dignitaries, earning praise for its vibrant flavors and health-conscious approach.